History's greatest scams, they fooled the world. Think history is all about dates and dead guys? Think again, I'm your boy, History Chronicles. And today we're diving headfirst into the murky depths of deception, where history gets a little shady. We're talking about the greatest scams, the most unbelievable hoaxes, the ones that left the world scratching their heads and saying, wait, what? From fake fossils to forged documents, we'll uncover the stories behind these audacious acts, the masterminds who pulled them off, and the unsuspecting folks who fell for them. Because sometimes the truth is stranger, and a lot more scandalous than fiction. Ready to become a historical hoaxbuster? Then smash that subscribe button like you're smashing a forger's printing press. Let's expose some lies. Picture this. 1912, the world is buzzing with Darwin's theory of evolution, and everyone's looking for proof. The missing link between humans and apes. Enter Charles Dawson, an amateur geologist with a knack for discovering things. He presents to the world Piltdown Man, a skull with a human-like brain case and an ape-like jaw. Eureka! Or so they thought. The scientific community rejoiced. Finally, concrete evidence. Newspapers ran wild with the story, and Piltdown Man became a celebrity, even earning a place in textbooks. Fast forward 40 years. Technology advances and scientists take a closer look at Piltdown Man. Turns out this so-called ancestor was more of a Frankenstein creation. An orangutan jawbone, a medieval human skull, and some filed-down teeth, all stained to look older than Methuselah. Oops, the world was stunned. Piltdown Man, the poster child for evolution, was a big, fat fake. But who is the mastermind behind this grand deception? Dawson remains the prime suspect, but the case remains unsolved. Piltdown Man stands as a cautionary tale, a reminder that even in the pursuit of knowledge, we're all susceptible to a good story, even if it is a big, fat lie. Imagine holding onto a document, a piece of paper really, that essentially grants you control over an entire empire. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, that's precisely what the donation of Constantine was for the Catholic Church. This document, supposedly dating back to the 4th century, claimed that Emperor Constantine himself had gifted the Pope control of Rome and the entire Western Roman Empire. Talk about prime real estate. For centuries, this document was the trump card, the ultimate mic drop in any power struggle. Popes brandished it like a divine deed, justifying their authority over kings and emperors. But then came the 15th century, the Renaissance, a time when people started questioning everything, including dusty old documents. Enter Lorenzo Valla, a scholar with a nose for truth and bad Latin. He took one look at the donation and cried foul. The language was all wrong for the time period, riddled with anachronisms, and the historical details were so off, it was practically historical fan fiction. Busted. The donation of Constantine, the bedrock of papal power, was exposed as a blatant forgery, likely cooked up centuries after Constantine was pushing up daisies. Chapter 3. The Cardiff Giant, America's 10-foot-tall hoax. The year is 1869. America is rebuilding after a brutal civil war, and people are hungry for, well, anything to distract them from the lingering trauma. Enter the Cardiff Giant, a 10-foot-tall petrified man unearthed in a farmer's backyard in Cardiff, New York. News of the discovery spread like wildfire. People flocked from miles around, shelling out their hard-earned cash to gawk at this supposed behemoth of the past. The Cardiff Giant became an overnight sensation, a testament to America's endless capacity for wonder and gullibility. But behind this colossal hoax was a man named George Hull, a cigar maker with a bone to pick with organized religion. Hull was tired of arguing with religious folks about the literal existence of giants in the Bible, so he decided to create his own. With the help of some skilled sculptors, a giant block of gypsum, and a whole lot of secrecy, Hull's masterpiece was born. He then planted his creation on his cousin's farm, waited a year, and then, voila, a chance discovery. The best part? Hull made a killing off his giant, proving that sometimes exploiting people's curiosity can be quite lucrative. That is, of course, until word got out that the Cardiff Giant was in fact full of, well, gypsum, not ancient bones. Chapter 4. The Protocols of the Elders of Zion, a lie that fueled a genocide. And now for a truly dark turn. Because while some hoaxes are amusing or even thought-provoking, others are downright dangerous. The Protocols of the Elders of Zion fall squarely into the latter category. This document, first appearing in Russia in the early 20th century, purported to be the minutes of a secret meeting of Jewish leaders plotting global domination. The problem is, people believed it. The protocols were translated into numerous languages, spread by newspapers and pamphlets, and seized upon by anti-Semitic groups as proof of a Jewish conspiracy to control the world. This wasn't harmless conspiracy theorizing, it had real-world consequences. The protocols were used to justify discrimination, violence, and ultimately, the horrors of the Holocaust. Even today, despite being exposed as a complete fabrication, the protocols continue to circulate, fueled by the same hatred and ignorance that birthed them. It's a chilling reminder that history's scams aren't always about money or fame. Sometimes they're about something far more sinister. Utro, stay skeptical. So there you have it. A peek into the twisted world of historical hoaxes. From fake fossils to forged documents, these scams remind us that history is never as simple as it seems. They challenge us to question everything, to dig deeper, and to be wary of narratives that seem too good or too convenient to be true. Because in the end, the best defense against a good hoax is a healthy dose of skepticism. Which of these scams blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to us. Until next time, stay skeptical.